What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video of, well, it's not really a welcome back type thing, is it? Today I'm going to be reviewing the Fnaf 2 movie. Woohoo! So I just want to give my thought on the movie, on if I enjoyed it, should you watch it, and, you know, all that jazz, I guess. So, we'll start off. This is going to be a non-spoiler review, by the way. I'm not going to have spoilers. So, yeah, let's get into it. Maybe I will do a spoiler review in the near future, but for now, this is spoiler-free. So, yeah. We'll start off with the main obvious point that you probably want to know. Is it better than the first movie? And in my opinion, yes, it is better. So I guess you can look forward to that. It is better, in my opinion at least, than the first movie. So, yeah, now the reason being is this movie has a lot more action, there's more characters. And in my opinion, there's more, it's scarier, I would say that. This music box is pretty low right now. But yeah, there's more jump scares in it now. It isn't still like crazily scary, but there is a lot more jump scares. It did get a few jolts out of me, I will give it that. And also there's more action in it, there's a lot more characters, which, to be honest, for the amount of characters that's in the game, I feel like they did a good job. Like, how do I say this? Having them all like up doing their own part. There is a lot of characters, as we know, like the puppet who's probably about to jump scare me right now, which is, yeah, sad. But anyway, I would advise, if you are a Fnaf fan, to definitely give this movie a watch. It is very, very cool. Now, I know a lot of people saying it's only for the fans and whatnot. I agree with that point. There is only stuff that Fnaf fans would only... Hi, puppet. Hi. How you doing? What was I saying again? Oh yeah. Maybe we'll just start a new game. It's stress-free, I guess. It's hard to talk when you're under, like, stress of a Night 7 challenge. But yeah, if you are a die-hard Fnaf fan and you love the lore, I would 100% advise this movie. It was really good. And there is, like, references that only Fnaf fans would probably get and stuff that they would only understand. Now, if you're not a Fnaf fan, and you did enjoy the first one and you're a horror fan, I would advise to give it a watch. Like, if you enjoyed the first movie, you're going to enjoy this one, most likely. I know there is people saying, oh, it's worse than the first movie, but in my opinion, that is not the case. This was way better. The flashback scenes were great, and what else? The way they execute some of the characters was amazing. And not only that, there is a post-credit scene and after-credit scene, so if you're in the theater and the credits start playing, you gotta stay. You have to stay, because there's a post-credit scene. So you have to stay. You have to stay there and watch the post-credit scene. You better. It's one of the best parts of the film. I'm joking. Okay, well, maybe I'm joking. It's a really good end credit scene. But I don't want to be like, oh, this like 2-minute scene is better than most stuff in the movie. It gives the hype for something, which I won't tease. That's up for you to figure out. But if you're not a Fnaf fan and all that, and you didn't like the first movie, I would advise to give this one a chance and see if you did enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, well, that's fine. But at least it was worth a shot. Like, I know a lot of people were a bit on the first movie, but I feel like you should give this one a chance, maybe, and see if they improved, if they not improved, because I feel like some people would say that they have improved and that this movie was a lot better than the original. So it's really, I'm not going to force anybody to watch it, of course, but I would advise and see if improved. Maybe night one's a bit too easy. Right now. What else? The movie critics. Yes, the movie critics have absolutely trashed the movie with a 13%. 13%! Which is just dumb. Like, I know not much people care about critics' reviews, but you can just tell the critics have no clue anything about FNAF, and to be honest, I'm probably just hating on it just to hate on it. I actually have written down here some critic reviews. Hold on. Yeah, one of them here is, there is no way the video game is worse than this. Impossible. That's just proof that you don't know FNAF. Like, yes, if you don't know FNAF, you're free to watch the movie. But you hated it that much that you're like, there's no shot the game is worth. I don't know if he's calling the game bad, FNAF 2 itself bad here, because I know most people are like, yep, FNAF 2 is one of their favourite. But yeah, these are going to be non-spoiler reviews as well. The next one there's only going to be 2 because I don't want spoilers here. It's kept wishing this movie was more fun. More fun with a director with a little bit of personality. To be honest, that I feel like that's just there to hate. You're just saying that the director has no personality. Which, if that was the case, then Emma Tammy, she would not be directing the movie. Like, what I'm getting from this is that he's basically saying the director has little to no personality. Which is 100% not the case. To be honest, a lot of the movie critic reviews are just people making stuff up or just accusing something, making something up. What else was I gonna say? I don't really... Or just don't know, like, what they're talking about, really. They're just saying it, throwing it out there and whatnot. But, like, unlike the people who've watched the movie, it's like a near 90%. The last time I checked, it was like 88 or 89%, which is really good. Most reviews are really good on FNAF 2. There is a few ones that I probably get into in my spoiler review. I don't think there is any that I want to say. I can actually check right now here. Actually, most of them that I have written down are spoiler free. I'm just gonna read one of them here, which might be a thing that, don't worry, I have seen bad reviews of people saying it's bad or worse than the first film before I watched it, but when I watched it, I came out of there very happy. I was like, oh no, please don't say it's bad, but I was not disappointed. This one says... oh, someone in the vent, is there? This show sucked, not lore accurate. And all I could do is cackle at how bad it was. Dog water. So people are saying it's not lore accurate. I'm not gonna go ahead and be like, okay, this bit was not lore accurate, this bit was, because it's spoilers. But like, as again, the movie is based off FNAF. It is not exactly a one-on-one amputation of FNAF as a movie. If so, we would not have any of the stuff that you've seen in the trailer. You would probably only get flashback scenes and actual gameplay. That was it. I know some people weren't happy about the screen time on some characters, which I won't say. And obviously lore inaccuracies. Remember, it is based off this, and we had Vanessa as William Afton's daughter in the first movie, which is not in the actual game, so yeah. We should know now that the movies do not go exactly by the games. So yeah, we should not be really complaining about the lore inaccuracies, because there is obviously, the movie goes by a separate storyline that is based off FNAF, but it does do other stuff. And obviously the screen time of characters, I would not complain about that, reason being, is because it is like an hour and 40-minute movie, and FNAF 2 has a ton of characters. You have the toys, you have the wizards, BB, puppets, and then you have, obviously, you have Mike Smith, you have Vanessa, you have Abby, and then you obviously have the separate stories with like Toy Freddy at Fall Fest, which we saw in the trailer, by the way. And we have like the guy with and Toy Chica when he like looks in the window, or the window and the door, and Toy Chica's there. We have Toy Bonnie in someone's house, which we all saw in the trailer. So it's not like they can fit everything in an hour and 40 minutes. Yes, it probably should have been a longer movie, but you know, it's still great the way it turned out. No, there is still some inaccuracies, but you can't be perfect. Not every movie is perfect. Like, to be honest, there's barely any perfect movies. I don't know if there's even one. I'm not a big movie watcher though, so I can't really confirm nor deny that fact. But I would say highly suggest if you're a FNAF fan and interested in the lore. If you're not interested in the lore, I would still advise you would still enjoy this film. If you didn't enjoy the first movie and not a huge FNAF fan, you probably won't want to see it, but if you're bored one day, you might want to stick it on or go see it and see if they improved. If you like the first movie, you'll like this one more than likely. So yeah, that's really all I want to say about it. Stay after the credits. There is an after credit scene, as I said before. And yeah, some stuff that people are complaining about is easily debunked. Like, you can't really fit all characters in. Like, FNAF 2 is probably one of the hardest FNAF games to get a movie of, because the amount of characters, and you know, they wanted to do flashback scenes and all that, which makes sense. I will say this, the flashback scenes were really, really good. That is what I'm going to say. So expect that, they are going to be really good. So you can look forward to that. And yeah, it is scarier, there is more action, more everything, I guess. It's bigger, it's better than the first one. It's Freddy Fazbear. But yeah, I want to say a huge congrats to the actors, they did phenomenal. Scott Cawthon, the director, everyone did amazing on it. It was actually really good. I went in there being like, oh, please don't make this bad, don't let it be bad, because I saw some people hating on it before I seen it, and you know, it got me worried, but I came out of there and I was like, the hate was undeserved there. Now obviously if you hate it, you hate it. I'm not going to complain about your opinion. Opinions is opinions at the end of the day. But yeah, if you hate it, you hate it. If you love it, you love it. I personally really liked it. Now, I know I'm a huge FNAF fan and interested in the FNAF lore, so I am going to be biased with this rating, but I give it a 9 out of 10 or a 9.5 out of 10. Just small inaccuracies that I would change or will do, but there is references, Easter eggs, that would make us be happy. Get out of here, Withered Foxy! So yeah, I would advise to watch it. If you can't watch in the cinema, you might have to wait for it to come out on like Netflix or something. Which I don't know when that'll be, and I don't know if it's even out on like Netflix or anything right now. I think it's only cinema adaptation right now, so we will have to wait for that. I will be watching this movie again when it does come out on like TV, so I can watch it at home, because there is definitely stuff I missed that I would have to clear out. Like there's Easter eggs that I missed, references. There is YouTuber cameos. Now I'm not saying that because Matt Pat's Toy Bonnie, I mean there's other YouTuber cameos. So yeah, you can be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for other Easter eggs. And yeah, that's all I really want to say. Thank you all for watching. If you have seen the movie, how did you guys enjoy? Just do your best to keep the comments spoiler free for anyone who looks in the comments and who hasn't watched the movie. And should I make a spoiler movie review, like including spoilers? I think I should. For the people who have watched the movie, I should stop yapping now. So yeah, thank you all for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.